Hello, Gene Schwimmer here. Welcome to today's vlog. A few short subjects and then on to the main subject. And I'm going to try to make this short because that's my usual practice. It's at least what I try. The last vlog was a very long one. I think it was at least a half hour. So I'm going to try to make this one and perhaps the next few vlogs a little shorter. Don't know if I'll succeed. Anyway, I'm going to start with some impeachment circus news. An interesting theory from Trey Gowdy. Trey Gowdy was on one of the talk shows over the weekend. I don't remember which one, but it's an interesting theory about why Nancy Pelosi held up sending over the articles of impeachment to the Senate. The conventional wisdom, what she has been saying is that she wants, well, she says a quote-unquote fair trial, which means she wants the trial conducted the way Democrats want the trial conducted. She wants to tell Mitch McConnell how to conduct the trial, even though, just as the House has the sole power of impeachment, the Senate has the sole power of trying the impeachment. Obviously, McConnell is not in any hurry to conduct the trial, so she has no leverage. Trey Gowdy thinks that there is another reason, and that reason is kind of interesting. It's that she delayed to have the trial start later to have Bernie Sanders sitting in the Senate during the trial. Gowdy's theory is that she wants Bernie Sanders stuck in the Senate in order to help Joe Biden. The Democrats are really shifting into a panic mode. I've read a number of articles about Democrats worried that Bernie Sanders really could win the nomination, so they want to get him somehow off the campaign trail so Biden can campaign pretty much alone and win the primaries. So Nancy Pelosi, according to Gowdy, is trying to keep Sanders off the campaign trail. I don't know if that's going to work, and I don't even know if that's the truth fact of what is happening. It's just Gowdy's theory, but it's interesting, so I put it out there for all of you to decide. Like Fox News, I report, you decide. So now there's another interesting theory from some government watchdog group that isn't mentioned, but it turns out that Hunter Biden contributed to a number of Democrats, a number of Democratic senators. Who's on the list here? Patrick Leahy, Debbie Stabenow, Robert Casey, it looks like, Benjamin Cardin. I think there's one more in here somewhere. The point is that, according to this watchdog group, they should recuse themselves, because if Hunter Biden is called, well, recuse themselves presumably if Hunter Biden is called as a witness, they would have a hard trouble being objective if we're talking about objective jurors, which I don't believe. We're not talking about a courtroom trial. For instance, if you're Cory Booker, he just dropped out, but still he was actively running against Donald Trump. He was actively criticizing him. How could you expect him to be an objective, quote, juror, unquote? So I don't think this is going anywhere. But again, I just put it out there. It's an interesting point. So now we get to the main subject, which has a linkage to what I was talking about in the previous vlog. My main subject was about Mohammad Mossadegh, the 1953 coup that the CIA orchestrated, working with the British. In that vlog, I was replying to a commenter, Lynn777, who was talking about that being a reason for the Iranians to hate the United States. I had discussed why that didn't make sense, even from the regime, because the predecessors of the current Ayatollahs had worked with the CIA against Mossadegh. So to be in opposition now, it's just a pretext. I'm not going to delve into that again. You can just go watch that vlog. But there's one aspect of that vlog that I do want to focus more on today, and that's the notion that the Iranians, the average Iranians, hate the United States. 1953 coup regardless. The fact is, the Iranian people love the United States. And no sooner did I say that, there have been some events that reinforce that. That's what I want to talk about today. So I'll show you a video. It's of Iranian demonstrators demonstrating against the Iranian government. They no longer say death to the United States. I mean, there are some demonstrations that do that, but there can be few people left to doubt that those are orchestrated by the regime. In fact, well, watch this video first. You can see the Iranian people demonstrating against the Iranian government. So watch that, and then I've got more videos to show you, and a few tweets also. So watch the video, come back. And now a tweet from President Trump. Wow! Exclamation point. The wonderful Iranian protesters refuse to step on or in any way denigrate our great American flag. It was put on the street in order for them to trample it, and they walked around it instead. Big progress! Exclamation point. Well, that's Trump. I mean, he ends everything with an exclamation point. I guess he's just a happy, excitable guy. But what he's talking about is that you may have seen demonstrations where they'll put an American flag on the ground and then the demonstrators just walk over the flag to show contempt for the United States. In this case, there was an American flag and an Israeli flag on the ground for demonstrators to walk across. These demonstrators shouting against the Iranian regime were walking, an enormous crowd, as you're going to see. I'll put up the photo, but you'll also see the video, walking around the American flag, walking around the Israeli flag. That is a clear demonstration of support for us and also for the Israelis. Now, you do see a couple of people walk across the flag. Those are members of the militia, the Bashis. Those are the ones who are beating the protesters, and you can hear the crowd shouting at them, Beshara, Beshara, dishonor, dishonor.
Oh! کجا؟ بیشرف 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 بیشرف.
Now, what's interesting, you can see the crowds are getting bigger and the crowds are getting braver. They are increasingly less fearful of speaking out, even though they are faced with being beaten and even shot. To the leaders of Iran, big capital letters, do not kill your protesters. Thousands have already been killed or imprisoned by you, and the world is watching. More importantly, the USA is watching. Turn your internet back on and let reporters roam free. Stop the killing of your great Iranian people. This is what I hope will be a hopeful sign. Trump already, of course, killed Soleimani in retaliation for killing an American. What I'm hoping here is that Trump is saying that he will also take some physical action against Iran if they kill an Iranian. Now, to wind up this vlog for today, I just read you that quote of support, of strong support of the Iranian people by Donald Trump. That raises an important question, which is, where are the Democrats? Especially these Democrats running for the presidency. What have they tweeted? What have they said? Well, here's your answer, at least as of the time I'm recording this on Monday afternoon. So far, Biden is the only major Dem candidate to tweet out a statement supporting protests against the Iranian regime. Nothing in the Twitter feeds of Sanders, Warren, Buttigieg, Klobuchar, despite all of them previously championing democracy, promotion, anti-authoritarianism abroad. But some credit to Joe Biden, but here is what he tweeted. Trump's reckless policies have needlessly endangered our interests in the Middle East, but none of us should be under any illusions about the Iranian regime, and the Iranian people, like all people everywhere, have the right to peaceful protests. The world should support them. In other words, he starts out by taking a shot at Trump. So he has to do that first before giving this really lukewarm support of the Iranian people. Nothing about, we stand behind you, we support you fully. Nothing like that. Just a lukewarm statement that people have the right to peacefully protest. And to be fair to Amy Klobuchar, she did eventually put out a tweet supporting the Iranian people, sort of. Here's what she said. People should have the right to peacefully protest in any country, including Iran. That's it. And that's it for today. Thumbs up if you like this video. Share it with anybody you think would also like the video. Got any comments? You can put them in the comments section below the video. Good place also for any questions or suggestions for future topics. It would be great if you could subscribe. Subscribe. I love getting subscribers. And finally, come back and see me again. I look forward to seeing all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.